Welcome back to another live trading session. We're back on another trading session here with running trade from our previous session. A very successful trade running on at the moment. We have entered at Welcome traders, welcome back to another live trading session. We are running our current trade at this level with the running profit, and this is currently going really massive move that we have seen so far. I'm looking forward to see some significant move later today, and I believe that you guys also on this trade that have shared in the premium group. If you're not on the premium group, then don't miss that out to join that premium group right now. So if you look at that here, this is currently in a sharply, if you look at, there is a head and shoulder, and the market has in fact rejected back below here, and as expected we have that trade running in, and I believe many of you were with me with this trade. So first of all, before I go to the other trade, I would like to ask you that, are you running this trade with me from our premium group? Yes or no? Can you write yes, so that I know that how many of you on the trade. So if we go for a new trade setup, at what level we will be entering. We appreciate if you let that know. So this trade was the last one that I have sent out in the group. So this is the trade on the group that I have sent out. Okay, yes, thank you. Anyone else? This is a massive one, and I would like to take it potentially as much as we can, still running in the direction. Okay, anyone know? Anyone here know? All right, so let me know if you're not, and unfortunately not. Okay. For those who are not, I have a very good solution so that you are not missing later in the future trade. But for those who are not, that also will be considering opening another position here at the moment. For those who are not on the trade, as this is currently in a trending market, and I will do the full analysis later for this market. But at the moment, if you look at that, this is the 30 minutes price action, and we can see that there is a significant downtrend. A long bearish engulfer has formed at this level, and with this long bearish engulfer, if you look at that, overall the market has broken back below and can continue to drop here back down in our direction of the trade that we have opened. Okay, so this is a great way to trade the market now at the moment, and I'm looking forward to see that the market to show its directional bias. Here you can see that again the market is breaking below, which shows that the further trend continuation possible, and I'm holding on to the trade. If you look at that here, this is the 5 minutes also a bearish candlestick pattern being formed. Now from the 30 minutes that you can see a red bearish engulfer form, and slowly the market is breaking below in this direction of our trend. Now again, to re-enter, if you look at the 5 minutes, that you can see there is a breakup structure and the market slowly coming back below of this breakout structure. And if we go to the 1 minute chart, you can see this is initial breakup structure and the market has dropped back below. We might see what I think that potentially another breakup structure. This is currently in a downtrend, and this is what I always talk about, that guys, this is that you can see there's one initial breakup structure. It can go for potentially another breakup structure above this, and then can continue to trend back below to this support area here. So I might look for another entry, that means that adding to the winning position as soon as we can see that opportunity. Already there is a volume that you can see, not in music but in the market, right? So if you look at that here, the market is showing that there is still potential for I got out but got back in. Okay, very good, very good. I'm still on it, and I will be adding another position if we see that suitable confirmation along this area here for this move back below. This is a really big trade that we are going to see significant drop if we see that continuation of this market. So you see there is a 15 minutes candle close coming, which is also closing as a potential as a doji, that you can see a narrow green candle. Now the market may try to break that high here or may continue to drop back below. So here if we see especially the 1 minute chart going back to the upside here, I'm preparing for an entry above this area if we see that one single move back to the upside. But you can see the market in fact started to that shift back down. So I was waiting for like this one single move and then to drop. Okay, so this is what I always talk about, that a simple strategy, okay, that you need to look at the trend. So you can see that here the trend is very simply downtrend. Okay, you can see there is a downtrend, there is a crossover of both 10 and 20 exponential moving averages where there is a crossover, and you could see that the market with this crossover here can show a directional bias back below. It can come well below here to this support area, and with this, if you look at that, with this coming back below, that can bring that market down to this support area here. And with the doji, that you can see the market may bounce here back above, okay, that you can see of this level. And with this movement, that you can see overall, this is a resistance level that you can see at that zone. And with this resistance, the market can come back below with a multiple liquidity sweep. So here you can see there is a consolidation. I'm looking at here for the market structure to test and then to revert again. So there's a doji, and we'll be looking at after this doji the market to have that a reaction back below of this doji, and that's what I'm looking at here in this market. We'll be looking to see how the market creates that structure along this area. Got out as 4-hour open. Okay, thank you for, sometimes, when there is a 4-hour candle close or open, it really creates a check-in, okay, which is good idea. Managing trade is more important than trading. Okay, now what you can see here, this is the 30 minutes price section, and there is a 30 minutes bearish engulfer, and I think that this pullback can create this market to have so I'm waiting for a breakup structure here. Going above can create that another selling pressure. You can see that going back to the upside with this movement. Usually, this kind of move is important to see that going back to nearest order block. Okay, this is where this is the previous resistance line here and lower time frame trend. So I'm looking at the 1 minute, that you can see Now with this 1 minute, you can see there is a break of resistance. There is a liquidity zone. When the market breaks the liquidity zone, it creates a momentum, and this is what I'm looking at here in this area, that the market to break below of that momentum and then to give us that entry opportunity here in this market. So we'll be looking to see that where the market creates that structure, and in that area we will be looking at entry. So as if you look at that, this is where there is a new area of value, and in that area of value you are looking for that market to have that direction, have that directional bias. What Euro USD cost? Euro USD. We are running also another trade on Euro dollar, which is also running in profit. This is the Euro USD trade. We'll come back to it once we complete the gold setup. And I'm looking at here for another setup on gold potentially, but I think you can see it's creating some liquidity sweep at this level. And looking at the 5 minute chart, it may, what I think that yeah, you can see there's some rejection at this level. There is a liquid. So here I'm looking at another sell setup on gold from this zone. We'll keep our stop loss above this high again, above all this high. And this is if you look at that 105 pp stop loss, this is a second entry, start to move from that level, and we'll keep here at this level for our this trade to this level. Okay, this is currently, if you look at that second entry on gold along with what we are running already. Smaller risk is important. Stop loss at 4069.31. if you have a bigger risk with the previous one, then I don't recommend you to enter with this one. Just keep running one only. This is only for those who are not on this trade probably, and just to you know, have some additional trade running. If you are running the previous one, probably very smaller risk. I have taken only 0.5% risk with this trade in addition to the previous one that I am running, just to add another position. As if you look at that here on gold, from that zone the market started to back to back 2 5 minutes candle. So you know, from here it still can go to grab more liquidity, but I'm with this trade is because the overall trend here that we can see is bearish. And in the meantime, if you are enjoying the live session, make sure you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press the notification bell so that you're not missing any of the content that I'm posting every day. On the second trade, okay, expecting that to break below. We see some pullback to the upside, and if you look at the 30 minutes, if this candlestick pattern closing back below like that, there is a higher chance for the market to have that reaction back below. That's what we're looking to see on the 15 minutes as well, that the market is trying to fill some of the imbalance here in this area. I think there isn't any high impact news so far today. If you look at that calendar, we don't have anything which is CPI coming tomorrow. And from the sentimental perspective, if we look at that, the Foreign Ministry spokesperson, Iran is trying to reach a joint mechanism with Oman on the Strait of Hormuz, but US pressure on Oman hindered effort. So some progress, and again, like going back. So there are some points that could take. We are taking over the Strait of Hormuz this 10 minutes ago. Okay, we are taking over the Strait of Hormuz. So, okay, if that's the case, then what will be the oil price? It's pushing high, right? Okay, and dollar index is on the rise so far after the previous session's low. So gold this session potentially pushing down here. And that said, this is 32 minutes 32 seconds. If you look at that here, lower time frame, at this level here, there is another break. This is a deeper pullback that you can see at that level. And in the last 5 minutes, that you can see the market here. Okay, so we could see the price action to have, that have that rejection back below of this level. If we see the continuation of this market structure, okay, with the doji. Now, if we see the market is entirely breaking below here, that could bring that price action back down to this support area, and where the market slowly breaking below. And off this level, you can see this is also another order block, and I'm expecting with all of you guys for another potential drop here of this level if the market successfully break below back to back two. If you look at the two wave above this level in this downtrend, and at any point you could see that resuming this downtrend can create the market to fall for another wave below, right? This is what we want to see. So if successfully this move come down, that's gonna be back to back two trades running. Okay, let's say that if it is if you look at this kind of move is more often false breakout. If it is a false breakout, that's gonna straight come back below here. Unless it wants to get some more liquidity. I'm long. No, I'm short. You are long. Okay. Come on, get confused. I'm not long. I'm short. Both of them. Probably you're long. Okay. How long? Okay, what you can see here, news now. Okay, US and Iran exchange strike Strait of Hormuz standoff escalated. So there is significant escalation that you can see over the war. That shows that the market or the overall that you can see here at that level. Okay, another candle close coming on the lower time frame, and that can bring that price back here below. Successful drop can make a new lower low here. Okay, another 30 minutes candle close here, which is all right. So we can see some bearish move along this area. Okay, we tune it to that. We tune into that. All right, so it's 30 minutes close. There's a long week, and that's where the we need to see that entire rejection back below from here to see that the market is maintaining its downtrend of this level. I think it's gonna show that pattern back below. Come on. It's gonna be a false breakout at that level, and that can bring that market back below. Okay, we can see some move along this area. So this is what we can see here at the moment in this level, that the market to trend. All right, so back to breakout structure. So if you look at that level, the market is showing its pattern, and we might see the market to break below in that area. So with a liquidity sweep at this level that you can see, and where the market may break below at that level, that can create the downward pressure. Now I'm still on this trade to see that here it might move for deeper liquidity sweep at this level, and we might see the market structure to show its directional bias. But what we can see that at this zone here, the market may maintain its downtrending move back below here in this area. So we are looking to see the market to break down and then to create a new lower low. All right, so you can see some rejection of this level, the market slowly coming back below, and it can continue to drop down here, and we might see the market is coming back below to create a new lower low in this market. So here is what you can see, the price action showing that pattern, and we are looking for this price to have that rejection, and you could see the market maintaining its downtrend, and you could see price action to break that low, and we could see the continuation to create a new lower low here in this market. All right, thank you very much. And you can see the market after creating a double top here at this level, the price action slowly coming down below, and that could continue to drop back below, and we might see that the market is structured to maintain its downtrend, and here double top. And if you see that this local uptrend at this level already has got that, if you look at that in this area, the market has created that pattern, and you could see the price action drop back down and can continue to drop below back here, and we might see that the price action coming to this previous support area, which may continue here down. We see there is a head and shoulder here, guys. This is what I always look at. There's a head and shoulder that you can see at this level, and with this head and shoulder, if the head and shoulder successfully close and break below, then I'm looking at for this market to come down to this level, to this support area here in this market. Thanks for that, and absolutely appreciate your support to the channel. And also, if you look at that, we are running currently 2 trades. All right, one, the previous one, which I have already shared with you. Okay, this is the previous trade that we have run, that we have started. Now we have started another trade that you can see. Now with the previous trade that we have opened at that level, that I'm looking at for this market to that move to the downside. Now for those who are not on our previous trade, for those who haven't been able to join the previous trade that we have opened, then currently, as you know, that we have everything for you on our student dashboard to learn to grow as a trader. So if you haven't accessed the student dashboard yet, then you can look at, if you look at that, the previous student dashboard that you can see on our previous website now is fully updated for the student dashboard, where you can access all your indicators. That means the premium indicators, courses, trade analysis, regular trading results, everything that available in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Now, as you know that this is a fully packaged paid, but this week we have updated all of that. So currently it's exclusively available to access with full discount that I'm sharing with you, so that you are not missing any of the trade that I'm sharing. The website link as well as the full discounted coupon, you can straight away get into the website and then get access to everything that you need. So I have shared with you the full discounted coupon, which is NFP $4.99 discount. You can use that full code on the website checkout and then log into the student dashboard, which is lifetime access. You can access at any time all those strategies, trade ideas, and also future development you will be able to access from your dashboard. This is a life-changing opportunity for all the students and members of this academy, So you can get into it now before it gets expired, the coupon, and it's available for you as we have just launched the new dashboard for you, so you can access it directly with this discounted coupon before it might just this week be available for completely discounted. Later, based on the availability, it might just get expired. So I would highly encourage you to take that opportunity now. $500 worth of coupon as well as other website access. And if you have any question, you can access the mentors and all others detail straight from your student dashboard. All right, so you can see the market here at this level. Currently the market, if you look at that, this is a current area of value, which is a consolidation pattern, and this is a little surprising move that you can see at that level. We might see that entire drop back below of this, and you'll see that where it is heading based on that. But I was expecting it to drop earlier than where it is now, but I think the market may, if you look at that here, come down back below in that zone here. We'll see that where it is heading. Thanks for joining here. And if you look at, there is another green candle, but there was already break few times, and I think at any point you could see the trend will start to maintain its downtrend again for the longer term direction of this move. 30 minutes price action that you can see is going to push that higher a little bit, and this is a sharply falling market. We might push a little bit higher the stop loss if we need it for this trade only. Usually I don't move stop loss, I just exit the trade, but if we see a high probability, sometimes I do for high probability movement that you could see along the way. And that's where you can see the market here to create that balance at this level here. Okay, you can see there is a long wick candlestick pattern here at that level, and that can create this market to have that reaction back below in this market. And with multiple liquidity sweep, that the market to have that interaction back down. All right, so you can see the market has created that pattern back. Some initial move here at this level that you can see. So this is a high probability trade, so I will be little pushing my stop loss of this trade at this level, and later we'll turn back. For the current running trade, we'll be pushing the stop loss at 4073.17. So we'll be pushing that stop loss at 4073.17. Push the stop loss at that level, and also I'm updating the group. The second trade was not sent in the group, so we will not be updating the group. The first trade is already on the group, so this is just an additional one. So I moved the stop loss at this level. $4073.15 for second trade only. Coach, I can't be able to save profit screenshot from gold. Come on. Okay, no problem. I'll share. Thank you. Okay, so here at this level you can see the market This is if you look at the 30 minutes, the market has moved to this level, and what I think that this is potentially another stronger liquidity sweep and can reject back below here in that area. So this is where you can see the market slowly getting that reaction back below, and with a liquidity sweep we can expect this market to finally to reject back again. So another 30 minutes closed, and after back to back 30 minutes close, the market has come back to this previous resistance, which is the liquidity zone, and off that liquidity zone the market may slowly coming back below here, and that's what we are looking at for this price action to come down back below. And if you look at that overall trend, overall direction of the market, which is showing up the price action to have that reaction back down here in this market, which you could see that continuation of this downtrend. And I would like to see with the 30 minutes candle close for the market as it reach that high liquidity zone. Okay, so you can see that it's already extended in this area where I thought I was expecting it to continue to drop here. It extended above, so it grabbed liquidity. Now if it successfully breaks below, looking forward to see a complete waterfall again to this support area here. Okay, coming down here that you can see, and which is maintaining that downtrend here that you can see at this level, and that is coming, if you look at that overall now, to our support area. I'm looking forward to see that drop back below, and this is gonna be our second trade, running both back to back. I'm looking forward to for the market to show its directional bias here in that area. So we can see some reaction at that level, and looking forward to see that trend to reversal at that level. So if we see that entirely reversed back here, there is that downside here, and if you look at the market, might be here coming back in this directional bias here to create a new lower low, which is very important to look at that level, and we could see that continuation back here in this market. Okay, it created a head and shoulder, and I think there is a very high chance for the market now to trend back below in the major direction. Looking over to see, it's now showing up that the market trend is down. Okay, guys, so you can see some new move here. Okay, going on. We are almost entering in our profit zone. This is our second trade. The market is trending, so I'm looking forward to take this move again back below. As you can see, the market is trending, and this is what I was talking about, guys. When the market trends, when the trade goes in our favor, we can take multiple profit. And here is this move that you can see at the top was in fact a false breakout, and that's what the market now started to move back below here in this area, which is what you could see the continuation of this downtrend can bring that market back below. Back to back two trades that we are running from our premium group. Now for those who are not on the premium group, we have a great announcement, is that we have launched we look at the best trading education website that you guys can see, where you can directly access everything from your dashboard right now. So currently the entry has given a full discounted coupon. This one that you guys can see, I've shared with you the full discounted coupon. So this is the coupon code. Here is the full discounted coupon code, and you can visit the website. So I'm sharing with you the website link here, and also the full discounted coupon that I have shared in the chat group, in the chat option. You guys can pick that up now and just sign up for accessing all the premium indicators, trade ideas. So this is current, we have our current premium indicator, and also there are more under development. Also we have our robot scalping as well as hedging tool, all of them including the risk management tool, available on the dashboard, where you can directly access and then you can get access to that for all the updates that you need to access. So missing the trade and that's fine, don't experience FOMO. That missing a trade is a part of trading, but once you can hold on to that, okay, let few trades miss. Okay, remember, whenever you look at the FOMO, that means you are missing out. Most likely, almost every case that I feel strongly that I'm missing a trade, I took a wrong trade. Okay, and then that's what the learning is. Okay, so once you just let some trade miss and you stay patient for the right trade to come to you, then you're not gonna experience that FOMO, and that will give you best idea. Letter T. Okay, discount, come on. And NFP dollar come on, thanks for confirming. Yeah, because I'm just directly writing it without copy paste. I've shared the updated NFP $4.99 discount. That's the full coupon code you can use on the checkout of the website. So NFP $4.99 discount. Even if you are not copying this coupon code, you can still write that this is the full code, NFP $4.99 discount. You can use on the checkout. That will give you the full discounted option to join the premium dashboard, and where you can access each tool and also regular trade updates, analysis, and everything from this dashboard. So you can see here, this is the long wick candle at that level, and you can see the market at this zone here can create that back-to-back few long wick candlestick pattern. Shows the market structure, can show the pattern back below to this support. Okay, so there's another breakout structure, and I think this breakout structure might now give new trading opportunity for those who haven't entered, but I'm not entering it because I'm running 2 back-to-back trades that currently I'm running in, and I do not want to double up few position, pile up as a time. But successfully breaking below can lead that market straight drop again to the support area. 5 minutes until and so it opens. Yeah, so there is some volume coming already. New York already open. It's open 30 minutes ago. It's just the volume might come more in this time. So this is it's like you can see that it's one sideway market, red green red green red green, a sideway that might try to push again back above. And if this, you see that it's going up, if it breaks below here, that's a pure liquidity sweep, can happen. But it was unexpected that going up here again. I think that gain, just to gain momentum here. Okay, it has gone above this head and shoulder, and I think that if you look at this one single move can be a false breakout, because it just gone above the head and shoulder, and that can create now potentially again another downward pressure, and that can be starting of potential move. I'm holding on to that here, I'm holding on to that. All right, so let's look at. Thanks for joining here. You see that the market is reflecting of that after break of this head and shoulder. I think that's a pure liquidity, so it might just straight back below again. Do you think so? Do you think the market now going to break below here? Okay, I'm sharing a poll here to see that what most of them thinking. What is your bias and goal today? So you can see here breaking that low, and that's awesome that you can see the market slowly breaking back below here, which is showing the market to trend down in this direction here. And that can create the price action to grab the liquidity back below here in this market. So you can see there is quite a few long week candlestick pattern, and you could see that continuation of this market structure shows the price action to maintain its downtrending move back below here in this area. Okay, now as I mentioned earlier, guys, this is a false breakout. You see that this kind of move, I wait for an entry. The market has shown that continuation of this movement, and we are seeing the price action now breaking that low back below to this support area, and we could see that continuation. And here we are looking at for this price action to come back below to this area here, to create in this area to new area of value. And we could see that continuation here in this market to create that support test in this zone. And with this break, we could see the price action coming to low here to that zone, and we are looking to see moving back below to the support area to create further new lower low here in this market. Okay, getting the reaction. So you can see that a breakout head and shoulder, which is a sign of trend continuation below. Going on to that, and this is an incredible entry with all of you. It may grab more liquidity before it goes down. I think we are just at entry now. So if you look at that, and chances for this market to remain here bearish is higher, and you could see that continuation of this market that you could see here. And I think that it has grabbed a significant liquidity. Should be coming down below. However, the market is market, right? No one can predict it, but we can use the probabilistic possibility in the market to create that momentum back below, right? So you can see that here here the market may kick in below at that level here. So with that, if you look at, this is a head and shoulder in this area, and that head and shoulder is important to see the market is melting back below, that you can see at that level, and with this melting back below can push that market to this support area. Okay, shows bearish bias, and I'm really excited to see the market potentially to come down here. Okay, getting down, which is showing the market trend remaining here bearish, and which is currently trending in this area, and we might see the continuation of this market structure. Shows the price action to revert back below here to this support area, and we might see the continuation of this market movement. Come on, gonna see break below, right, for both of this trade here at this level. Okay, what is happening with the current if you look at the current sentiment, Trump, we are taking over the Strait of Hormuz. So that means that, you know, US has taken over the Strait of Hormuz. So that means occupied. What does that mean? Can anyone make a translation on that? What does that mean? It's very hard, so it might be marked. May grab liquidity. It very hot. Yeah, gold is hot, right? Always hot sale, right? Gold is hot. Always. It's coming from mind, right? Anything in the mind is hot. There's underneath, there is a huge pressure and temperature. It's liquid gold, so it's carrying more liquidity. Now how do you justify that? That something is melting hot, this is a mystery. Everything is replica, isn't it? Everything resides within everything. It's an incredible, mysterious. We can see that here. So if you understand that everything resides within everything, you're gonna see that unbelievable picture. Okay? Try to imagine that everything resides everything. Everything resides within everything, right? So for example, what do you see? Whole galaxy, entire universe, right? Observable universe that you can see, stars, Milky Way, galaxy, everything. If you look at the three, like the 360-degree angle and then vertical, what you can see, everything is again resides within very smaller replica. So it's building blocks of everything, right? So that's why the chart that you can see here, there is atom, right? Inside that, each atom also have a replica of that whole entire cosmos. That's why sometimes it's very confusing, and that's why people just don't think, right? Just want to be, don't want to have that thinking, or difficult thinking is difficult, so just believing what I was told to believe and then get to very, very difficult situation, because everything is a replica. Once you understand that actually in your whole physical body as well, there is a replica of everything. Okay, in each cell contains the whole replica of this entire cosmos. So what is the benefit, or you might think, what's the point of knowing me that I just need to be profitable as a trader? I also need to be profitable as a trader. Everyone wants to be profitable as a trader. But knowing the fact is that, what is the fact is that, so that means if there is a the what is called the meteorite, or there is an object far in the sky, right? A big, like this object going with 50,000 kilometers per second. You see, that object's also going in your body with 50 kilometers per second. Try to reason it logically. Try to understand logically. Because if everything which is true and absolutely proved is everything is a replica of everything, okay? So let's say the whole entire cosmos also replica in your body. Then if there is an object going with 50,000 kilometers per hour far in the galaxy, you are thinking that okay, it's far in the galaxy, I'm not there, I just saved myself, but it's still there is a replica inside you as well. It's going with the same speed with a different scale, just in size. How amazing is this? So that means anything happening is also happening within you and with everything. And that's why it is said that change in one level, change can happen in every level. We are all made of stars. In fact, you know that the overall everything we see is only 5%. Okay, 95%. Can you imagine that? 5%, 95%. When you put 95 ball, then one ball, 5 ball, or the circle, you won't see even this 5 circle. You only see the 95. Is unseen dark matter and dark energy. And that is still here. It's not there. We think that okay, everything here I see is what I am, but is there. I don't see it. It's here. And the only way that units can be detected with, because it doesn't, it bends gravity, because it doesn't interact with the light. That's why you can't see it. What does that mean? You see that, let's say you're in a purely dark room. Can you see anything? You can't see anything, right? As long as there is a light, then you start to see, because light interact with the object around you. The wall reflecting light with the color, the tree reflecting light with the color, the sky reflecting. So everywhere the light is being reflected to you. That's why you can see that, right? But the object that doesn't reflect the light, you can't see them, but it's there. So that means beside you maybe another man is sitting, but you can see it because it doesn't interact with the light. But it's scientific. Think about this. Only because it doesn't interact with the light. Made out of dark matter and dark energy. Not only one. Let's say you put 100 men, then you can see only 5 men. 95 men is invisible. Like that. The whole entire space is like this. How do you remain so calm when price does not want? I used to become very restless. There was a time. Okay, we got back to back two in this one. Hit profit target. All right, nearly hitting the profit target, and this one is hit profit target. The first one, and the other one is still running in, and I am on it. If you look at that, the other one is still running in, and I am on it. And I'm also looking forward to see that one to hit that. Okay, so I'm exiting both of these trade, guys. I'm really happy to see the market has moved. the euro dollar trade is still running. So for those who are on euro dollar, we are also running the euro dollar trade. If you look at that, which is running in good profit here at the moment on euro USD, that you can see the market move here and maintaining the downtrend, which is the euro dollar here. And with this movement that you can see here, euro USD is in this area here. That's where the market to move down here. So gold, both of these trade close, and also I'm updating the group. Taking the full profit, and that's trading is, guys. And I'm sharing all those current update in the group. This is the second session. Thank you. So both trade is close at this level, and now no problem at all, no problem. There is a lot to take, still you're just beginning. it's keep pushing down here, and what we are looking at here for this market eventually to break below to the support area, then to create a potentially new lower low here in this market. And as the market trend below, if you look at that overall, and we are looking at this market to continue to drop, as we discussed that this is currently in a high liquidity zone, and we are looking for to show its directional bias, and that's what you like to see the market to break below and then to create this new lower low here. So that's where you can see that the market trend, and we are looking for the market to move, and with this movement here, that looking for the price action to eventually break that low and come back below to this support area. We are almost there, and along the way, if you look at that, the market has shown this directional bias here, and with this directional bias that I'm looking for this price action to show again another wave of move back below to retest this support, and that's what we will be looking at to have that movement. Let's wait to see where the market is heading, and based on that we will be looking at for another entry as soon as we can find that suitable price action confirmation here in this market. Clear uptrend according to beautiful trade, thank you. Absolutely, and explore more, right? You know, don't just stop where you are, keep growing, right? And to make your trading journey much more easier, all right, to make your trading journey much more successful, here the academy now is open, and this week you guys are getting full discounted coupon to join your dashboard. Now, the academy dashboard, where you can access every service and tools, everything from your dashboard, including the premier indicator, premium strategy, premium analysis, everything. So I'm sharing here the website link and also the coupon link, the coupon code you can use. So here that you guys can see, you can use that coupon code to get access to the premium dashboard, and you can use it right now to get into that. Now in the meantime also, this is our second session. Each day I'm coming on live twice every single day, and also if you look at that, we'll be coming also tomorrow twice during London session as well as NY session. Here successfully closed 2 trades today in this session, and probably only you have seen for those who have joined the live, but in the premium group you guys probably have seen that 2 trades all shared at the same time. So both of this trade that I'm recording here, so one the first trade that we have taken, we have secured here around 300 pip. The second trade is 160 pip. So both of these trades are close, and I'm looking forward to move on again for another trade setup. And also in addition to that, also we are running Euro USD trade. For those who are Euro USD with me from the group, then make sure that you also check out the update. Currently we are halfway to the profit target Euro USD. This is also the premium trade that I have shared in the group. Congratulations, thank you very much, you're always welcome. If we look at that, the euro dollar trade that I have shared also in the group, it's available there. You can access Euro USD trade as well. which is currently in running in profit, and my profit target at this level because it's in a downtrend. I'm looking forward to enter if again another entry opportunity coming here in this market. That's it. Thanks for joining here for this NY session, and we will be looking at for more entries later today with also analysis coming, so don't miss out those analysis as well, update in the group coming. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you again very soon in another update trading live